Today we'll be giving you an introduction to Quantrix. We feel like there's 5 key concepts that every new user should learn to get off to a great start with the application. So just a quick couple of bullet points on the agenda. I'll be doing some introductions of the staff, some key staff that you need to know. We'll do a little bit of a Quantrix company overview. Then I'll get right into a slide about the 5 key concepts and provide a demo that demonstrates those. So I've launched Quantrix, the desktop application written in Java, and this is when you launch Quantrix, this is what you'll see. And so this is what we term our launch panel. There's a number of actions you can do from this launch panel. You can open up some templates that you have on your system. You can open up some different sample models that are available that ship with the application. What I'm going to do for this webinar is I'm going to open an existing model that I have saved locally to my hard drive, and we'll be going through some of the concepts that we have. What we're going to do is we're going to model a forecasting exercise. We're a manufacturer. We make different products, or we make different things. We sell these products over multiple regions, and we want to forecast the growth of our sales over these regions over time. So the nouns, sometimes we refer to these dimensions as nouns in the exercise. So the nouns in this modeling exercise, which is products, which is regions, and which is time, and we want to forecast the growth over time. These are the dimensions in the model. This is how we want to set this model up. So when you do launch Quantrix for the first time, you're presented with a canvas, or I guess about 5 formulas. The formulas will say something like equals the sum of A1 through D1, and then copy those across. So you have some arbitrary cell references there, and you have to write 5 formulas to accomplish this task. Well, in Quantrix, we want to write a formula that uses plain language, uses the names of the items that we identified in the model, as well as we want to write one formula that does the work of many cells. And so we do that by entering formulas down here in the formula area. And so we're going to write a formula. I'm just going to click on the total item. I'm going to press equals on my keyboard, and that'll start the formula for me. So Quantrix formulas have 2 aspects to it. There's a left side that gets the answer, and then there's a right side that's the math of the actual function that needs to happen. So total equals, that's where the answer is going to go, and it's going to be the sum of product 1 through product 4. And I'll close the data integration in Quantrix. That is something that is certainly available. Just want to give you a brief look at how this looks like. So data integration in Quantrix is done through 3 products. We have Data Link that brings data into Quantrix. We have Data Push that pushes data out to other data sources. And we have a product called Data Nav that's more of a visual drag and drop data exploratory tool, more of a BI tool. For the intro webinar, I think it's good to understand what Data Link does. So I'm just going to edit this pre-existing data link that I have in this particular matrix. And Data Link, you can connect to a wide variety of files. You can connect to flat files or CSV delimited files here. For this particular demonstration, I just want to give you a look at what a JDBC data source looks like. So I'm connecting to the SQL Server AdventureWorks demo database that comes with SQL Server. We use a JTDS JDBC driver connection. There's some others from Microsoft and others out there as well. Put in your port name, server name, and database name. Make that connection, put in your username and password, and that connection should go through. And the key thing about our data integration is that you don't have to write SQL. We write the SQL for you. So in this area, when you pick the columns, like in the product line, so if I go down to sales, sales order detail, I can go into, and I'm looking at the database structure as it is right now, and by clicking on any one of these, that'll bring in the column that I want for data to come in. So the product line, sales order detail, these are all things that I double click to bring that in. And what it does is it basically builds this statement for you. So I didn't have to go in and write all the select and the froms and the proper syntax. By clicking on the columns you want to bring into Quantrix, it just works and you're able to get the SQL for you. So again, this is another example of us putting into the power of the hands of the user the power of Quantrix, but in a very business-friendly way. So once that's done, you get the things that you want to bring in. It goes out and gives you a preview of the data, so you can see the columns of the data that's coming into Quantrix.